From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Stephen Nehrenz.
A lot of green country getting drenched yet again today. Rain that we definitely need, but doesn't erase the fact that it's not super pleasant to be outside right now. Another dreary look from Jinx. Raindrops still on the camera lens there. There's a look from downtown as well at the skyline, partially obscured. 44 degrees. North winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Those winds will hold steady this afternoon. They'll pick up later tonight when the back edge of the system comes through. Fortunately, while a lot of us are kind of heading to bed and going to be in bed, that's when the winds will be the strongest. But you may hear those pick up later tonight. I'll talk more about that in a second. Again, across eastern Oklahoma, across the metro, lower 40s. This is pretty much where we've been all morning, all day so far, and that's pretty much where we're going to stay. Around 50 degrees in southeastern Oklahoma near the area of low pressure that's swinging on through. But another day of pretty much steady temperatures. There are some areas that have had a lot of rain and even some minor street flooding. This is from Tracker Sequoia Quinton in the Vian area. Some minor areas of street flooding ongoing there. And some parts of southeastern Oklahoma have had some very heavy rain. And then in general, the guidance tolerance for flash flooding is going to be a little bit higher, a little bit easier for flooding to occur, I should say, in southeastern Oklahoma, where not only have you had heavy rains the last 24 hours, but just going back over these last several months with our ongoing drought, the general trend with almost all of our systems has been heavier to the south and east and lighter to the north and west, and that's what we're doing again. Finally getting a little rain up into northern Osage, northern Washington County, southeast Kansas, but trace amounts, quarter of an inch, maybe half an inch in some spots. But basically everywhere from I-44 to the south and east has had at least an inch and a half of rain, if not more, approaching 3 inches of rain in LeFlore County. There is a flood watch, flash flood watch in Latimer and LeFlore County until later tonight, where some more heavy rains are expected. Also some flood advisories along the Poto River and the Arkansas River in Cherokee County, again, where those waters are going to come up a little bit here over the next 24 hours because of all the rain. Some of the heaviest downpours right now, again, southeastern Oklahoma, southern Pittsburgh County, also portions of Haskell County and Sequoia County. At times, a little bit of thunder and lightning with this in southeastern Oklahoma, but mostly just more of that cold rain. Around Tulsa, it's been a soaker since about 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning. That's going to start to wane a little bit this afternoon. You see, you've got kind of a drying trend back to the south and west. Doesn't mean the rain will be over, but you notice the rain gets a lot spottier to the west, and that'll be kind of the general trend as rain will become a little bit more hit or miss in coverage this afternoon. The back edge of the system, though, is still way back along kind of the Oklahoma-Texas Panhandle state line. That still moves through later tonight, and that's where there could be a little bit of a brief wintry mix to end this system. So through the afternoon, as I roll you through future view, notice the rain doesn't totally go away, but it gets spottier, and we kind of bring the rain rates down a little bit this afternoon in most spots, but temperatures not going anywhere, mostly in the 40s. So as that wraps back around, that last round of moisture wraps back around later tonight, what's happening is the center of the upper level low moves right overhead. The column of air above our heads cools down just enough that we might see at least a mix or a brief changeover to some snow with that very back edge of precipitation. This would be from about 7 to 8 o'clock tonight through about midnight. It'll quickly zip through, and then after about midnight, it heads out of the area. By 1, 2 in the morning, most of it is hightailing it out of here. We'll be near the freezing mark in the morning and still kind of chilly tomorrow. Should have some sun breaks, but mostly dry during the day Thursday. So that chance for a wintry mix or change over to some snow, especially from about the I-35 corridor up the I-44 corridor to the west and northwest later on tonight through the late night hours. Little to no impact. Most of us won't see any accumulation. Wouldn't be maybe totally out of the question that 1 or 2 spots, maybe along I-35 or southeast Kansas, had a brief grassy dusting of accumulation, but it would melt off pretty fast with temperatures still above freezing. So little to no impact with that, but a few spots might see that mixing in later tonight. Mostly dry on Thursday. There's another quick moving system Thursday night and a Friday morning. That one has a chance at least bring us some light snow flurries. Still doesn't look like a big deal, but we may have a little bit of light snow in spots early Friday morning. That'll move out pretty fast. Here's some good news, though, as we head towards the weekend, drying things out, and looks like we warm things back up just in time for Saturday and Sunday.